landfill accounts? And if so, what will you do to restore these funds?
The last time we reviewed, my understanding is that the landfill account is balanced and that we are on a program to make sure that we are putting a proper amount of money aside for closure when the landfill is full.
Mr. Siegler, regulators are bureaucrats, not elected legislators. They take laws and interpret them, all sometimes changing the meaning. What can be done to prevent this?
Well, I experienced a lot of frustration with regulators and bureaucrats. And they do, it does seem to matter a great deal what they have for breakfast and whether you're male or female. My lady friend said that she never had any trouble with building police. She just asked them about their grandkids. And they'd smile on their way. I don't have an easy answer to that. I don't have an easy answer for street gangs. Everyone, including bureaucrats, need love as well as the drums, so maybe we can love them a little bit.
Thank you. Mr. Trainee, recent history proves that every green job created removes 2.2 non-green jobs. Is it still worthwhile to create green jobs?
I'm afraid I haven't bought into that philosophy yet. It seems the buzzword today is green jobs. Everyone wants to have them and is trying to figure out where they're coming from. It's kind of like recycling in Anchorage. Ever go to the landfill and wonder why they're charging you $1 extra for recycling when there's no market for recyclables anymore? It's just, there's some things like green jobs that become a buzzword. The problem is it means absolutely nothing in the long run.
Thank you. Mr. Cleric, do you believe that MUSA paid to general government by utilities should be included within the tax cap? And would you support an ordinance to accomplish that goal?
Yes, I do support that, and actually, isn't that what Prop 9 did? It's already done. Fixed.
Okay. Ms. Boer, what measures would you be willing to advance to reduce the number of vehicle and moose collisions?
I think, again, it is a problem, but it also starts with you and I. When you're talking about trying to reduce the amount of times we're running into moose, how would we drive the speed limit and drive responsibly? And I think that as far as, a government approach to that, I don't know if there is one other than maybe putting up a few more signs to remind us all that we shouldn't be going so fast around those turns.
Thank you. Ms. Johnson. Sorry, I lost my question here.
I'll answer that one if you
What one item could be changed right now to make downtown more welcoming to residents?
When?
Right now. Make downtown more welcoming.
That, actually it's probably add some parking.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't, I'm sorry. Change Mother Nature, not make it windy.
Mr. Honeman, I have heard you say that you are a conservative. What is your stand on Title 21?
It's a good question. Title 21 is an attempt to change a law that's been on the books since 1982, and of course lots of things have changed, including our building standards. So I think government should work in participation with the private industry and developers and builders to come up with a plan that everybody can, that's both affordable, sustainable, and that makes sense, above all else.
Mr. Trombley, you have suggested that privatizing some muni functions could save money. What functions or departments do you propose to privatize, and how much do you think you might be saved by doing so?
Well, Indianapolis is a great example. Pretty much the non-essential services, which would be police, fire, and roads, they privatize. They save, granted Indianapolis is a far bigger city than us, but they save tens of millions of dollars every year by opening that up, taking off a section of, say, the Parks and Rec Department and allowing private sector to come in and handle those. So, do I have an exact number? No, I don't, but I do know that competition increases service and it lowers price. and that's pretty much all you need to know. And so when you institute those things, that will accomplish that.
Thank you. Ms. Osiander, sorry, I can't read this. Should the focus of our trails be toward completing routes or maintaining existing routes?
I think the primary focus should be maintaining and bridging links between discrete parts.
Mr. Roberts, it is disturbing to find the takeover of our student loan program, among other things, included in the current health bill. Would you ever consider supporting a law with more than one subject?
I think laws need to be kept simple and to the point, and so it is, can't give you yes or no, but that's got to be the basis, I think. It's more, I think that bill was over 2,000 pages, and they crammed it down our throats, so that is a huge issue, and I don't support laws like that, I guess is what I'm trying to tell you.
Thank you. Mr. Hall? I lost my place. I can't. Often citizens are ignored in muni and state processes, i.e. road improvements. The experts tell us what they've decided to do long before the first public meeting. What would you do to ensure true citizen participation?
That is probably one of my major griefs that I've always had with this community, is becoming informed of what the government's going to give me. And we have absolutely got to circumvent that process and make sure that the private sector has input in this prior to it being developed and delivered. So if that takes municipal code to do it, then I'd be willing to make it a code that process be followed.
Thank you. Mr. Clayman, should we be well, it says